Is it too late to invest in crypto in 2025? These are some of the questions I've gotten from a lot of newbies, and the simple answer to this question is yes and no. And I'm going to explain to you why that is so in this video. Now, if you're someone that is very conversant, you realize that the crypto space is not as it used to be in the past. What worked in 2021 and 2022 is not what is working today. In fact, this current bull run is the most manipulated bull run of all time. A lot of whales, a lot of big players are manipulating this current market. And I don't know the message that passes to you, but as for me, it also shows that this current bull run is going to be the most profitable of all time. But one key thing you need to note is that what worked in 2021 and 2022 is not what is working in 2025. The way people invested in coins then is not what is working right now. So you have to update your method. You have to get an updated way of investing in the crypto market or interacting with crypto in general. So in this video, I'm going to show you the updated way of investing in crypto, how to safely invest in crypto in 2025. And I'm also going to be showing you easy platforms that you can buy your crypto from without falling victim of scam. Then I'm going to be showing you the strategy that I personally use to invest in crypto. It is something that has been working for me. And even in this 2025 that we are still shouting bull run here and there, I have seen some profits. So I'm going to be sharing those tactics with you in this video. If you use it, it will work for you. Also, I will show you some market mistakes that you must avoid. These are some of the mistakes that I personally fell into when I was starting my journey about some years back as a newbie in the crypto space. And I've also read a lot of stories of most of our idolos right now. Some of them also fell victims of this and they learned the hard way. So while probably you might still fall victim of this, but the essence of this video now is to show you so that at least know when you fall victim and you know how to get back up, or for those of you that are even smart, it will help you not to even fall victim at all. So pay attention, sit tight and digest the information. As for the first question, is it too late to invest in crypto in 2025? Or let's say, is it too late to invest in Bitcoins like Bitcoin or Ethereum in 2025? And here is the thing. Due to the massive amount of number that Bitcoin has done right now, you know the current price of Bitcoin, due to its massive amount, people are thinking that it's too late, that Bitcoin has already blown, you cannot go into it, Ethereum has already blown, the coin is already above the roof. But the truth of the matter is that what you actually don't know is that with all the success of crypto so far, with the success of Bitcoin, only about 5% of the entire world's population have currently adopted crypto. And that is massive. Imagine out of a whole 100%, only 5% knows about crypto. And look at the number Bitcoin has done. So imagine if this 5% increases or doubles to something like 10%, 15%, or 20%. In fact, if you're someone that is very conversant with the space currently and you're seeing what is going on, you realize that with the things that are going on and with the way government is trying to get involved in crypto, crypto is something that is going to be fully blown very soon, and everybody, one way or the other, will be involved in it. So imagine when about 15, 20, or 30% of the world's population is now interacting in crypto. So you should automatically know that this price that Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of your crypto is currently at is still playing. Even institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, and a lot of banks are now adopting crypto right now. Government is currently trying to figure the different ways they could bring about regulation in the crypto space. Even Nigeria, for instance, that crypto was banned about some years back, crypto is now legalized, and the government is also now looking towards how they are going to put in some regulations. And this simply means that the next wave of adoption is going to push in a lot of liquidity into the crypto market. So imagine if you've positioned yourself right now by buying into the right coins. And that is going to bring us to our next discussion, which is how much do you need to invest in crypto, or how do you actually start investing in crypto? Now, here is the thing. Before we talk about investing in crypto, there is something that you must get straight. There is something called investing and there is something called trading. Don't get these two mixed up. Trading is different from investing. Most of you, when you talk about investing, you are talking about something, or you are looking for a coin that you are going to put your money right now, and then in 1 month time or in 2 months time, you are cashing out massive amount of profit. That cannot be termed as investing. That, to me, is gambling. But in the right sense, let's just say it's trading. So traders, there are different types of traders. There are people that are trading to make profits in a day. There are people that are targeting a week. There are people that are targeting a month. So when it comes to investing, you should know whether you are investing or you are trading. When it comes to investing, you are basically a holder. And as a holder, you must be ready to hold a coin for nothing less than a year. In fact, 1 year is too small. I'm just even like trying to reduce it. Normally, I'll have said 3 to 5 years. That is what you can term as an investment. But let me just say, at least you should be able to hold a coin for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You will definitely see profit. Now, if you want to invest in coins, you should also do a lot of research on the coin you want to invest in. For instance, Bitcoin is still a good coin to invest in right now. Bitcoin has been shown to always increase by 40% at the end of every year. So imagine if you're buying into Bitcoin right now and you don't need a massive amount of money, just like what a lot of people thought. People think that when you want to invest in coin, you need thousands of dollars. No, with as little as your $5 or $10, you can start purchasing any crypto of your choice. You can start buying Bitcoin. Maybe you're working, you're receiving a salary, or some funds is coming in for you. You don't have to buy it at once. There is something called DCA, which is dollar cost average, whereby you don't have to be predicting whether the coin is going to go up, go down, or whatsoever. You just have to pick some certain amount of funds, and then you keep buying into the coin, small, gradually. So I'm going to advise, it depends on how you schedule it. You could decide that, okay, I'm going to be buying $5 worth of Bitcoin every week. I'm going to be buying $5 worth of Bitcoin every month. It pays. That is investing. Gradually, you keep putting in money, and then you're building your portfolio while targeting that this fund, you're going to be taking it out maybe at the end of 2, 3, or 5 years. Definitely, you see massive amount of profit. And imagine if, as at then, the world adoption has now grown from this 5% to something like 10 or 15. It will be a massive profit. So when it comes to investing, you should know clearly that you are not trading, you are holding. And one of the characteristics of a good holder is you should not be influenced by current market price. It's not that when you put your money right now and then you put, let's say, $50, and the next day your $50 becomes $45, you're already crying, you already want to sell. No. Once you put in your coin, forget about it. You are targeting 1 year. So nothing concerns you with what is happening in the short term. Nothing concerns you with any of those news. You basically put in your coins, you hold for the long term. And that is basically it. Now, this will now take us to our next discussion, which is where can you safely buy your coins? And I'm going to be showing you some few platforms that you can use to purchase coin without falling victim of scams, only if you follow the instructions that I'm going to show you in this video. But before we proceed, I am hosting a Web3 class. Yes, it is going to be a 6-week training whereby we groom you properly into the space. A lot of you got into this space through airdrops. You got into this space through different ways, and then you're confused. You're just roaming around the space. When they ask you what you do, you're into Web3, but you don't even know what Web3 is all about. So I am hosting a 6-week class where we're going to groom you. We're going to tell you what Web1 is, what Web2 is, what Web3 is, why Web3 even has to come in the first place. After this, we tell you what the blockchain technology is. We groom you to understand what DeFi is, what exchanges are, what centralized and decentralized exchanges are, what NFTs are. In fact, everything as regarding to Web3, we are going to teach you, including Web3 jobs. We are going to put you through. So once you go through this training, note, this training is not a quick reach scheme or trying to train you to start making billions of money. No, it is simply to help you kickstart your Web3 journey properly. So at the end of this class, you will now be able to select which aspect of Web3 you want to go into. Is it the content creation aspect? Is it the DeFi analysis? Is it crypto trading? Is it project management? Anything at all. There are a whole lot of opportunities in Web3. So after you get this training, you'll now be able to decide properly where you want to go into. Also in this training, you'll be able to connect personally with me. You'll also be able to connect personally with some other people, and also maybe some other coaches that we're going to be bringing to train you guys. So make sure you don't miss. And note, it is not a free training. No. I have been hosting a lot of free classes, training people on what Web3 is all about. If you want a free class, you can check those of my free classes, or you can also search YouTube. Yes, there are a lot of videos on YouTube, but this one where we are personally grooming you, it is paid, and it's going to cost you just $17. So you can either make your payments in crypto or bank transfer. In fact, before you make any payments, I have to give you more details to see if it's what you're up for. So if you want this, what you're going to do right now is to check the description box of this video or the comment section. I'm going to drop my link through there where you can message me on WhatsApp to show your interest. Now, as regarding to platforms where you can purchase your coins, normally the first option would be exchanges. That is your centralized exchanges like Bybit, Binance, BitGet, and OKX. You are going to use the P2P section there, but you know the P2P section has been flooded with a lot of scams lately. So the platform I'm going to advise you to use right now, I think it works for Nigerians, Ghanaians, and maybe some few African countries, I don't know, but you can go through it and see if it's available for your country. The first one is Roku. Yes, I've been using Roku for years. In fact, Roku is the first platform that I purchased my first crypto when I got onboarded into the crypto space. And Roku is still trusted up till today. So you can download Roku, you can purchase any of your coins from this platform. Another platform you can use is Busha. Yes, after Roku, Busha is the next platform that I use. You can use any of these platforms to either buy a coin or to even sell it swiftly, and they're going to send the money into your bank account. Another platform you can explore again is Yellow Card. I have not really interacted much with Yellow Card, but with the few time I spent with it, even though I prefer Roku and Busha more because I use those two platforms interchangeably. But Yellow Card is also good. Now, aside from this platform, I'll now advise you to now use centralized exchanges because more coins are on these centralized exchanges. And I already made a full tutorial video guiding you safely how to purchase coin on Bybit, any coin of your choice. So you can just check the top of this video there. I've pinned the video so you can go and check it, how to safely purchase any coin of your choice from Bybit. Click it, go through that class, follow the steps, and you're good to go. Once you understand how to use Bybit, it's also similar step with any other exchange at all. You'll be able to purchase coin on BitGet, you'll be able to purchase coin on Gates.io, KuCoin, or any centralized exchange because the interface are almost the same, just some slight differences. That will now bring us to my long-term strategy in investing in crypto. So when it comes to this, I just want to give this as my own strategy, but if you understand how the crypto works and then you've gone through it, you'll be able to develop your own strategy. Now, here is what I think works. For very long term, like 5 to 10 years, I picked Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can never get it wrong with these two coins. As long as you're investing for the long term, you're not looking towards profits in the next few months. Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can put about maybe 60, let's say anything between 50, 60 or 70% of your portfolio into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the remaining 30%, you can divide it into two, which will now be 15-15. That 15% now, you can look it into some altcoins that are doing numbers right now, some altcoins with low risk. Yes, there's been a lot of issues surrounding XRP, a lot of stories and here and there, but personally, I still think XRP is a good investment. And why is because the community are actively building. Like you are always hearing news. It is not like those coins. Once you need to know is that trends move crypto a lot. Trend move crypto. So most of the coins that are doing well right now are coins that are known for either one thing or the other, or people are talking about them. So despite the amount of red flags that they have, I think XRP will still do well. So I put XRP as my list of coins. XRP, some other coins like Crow. Yes, I personally made a lot of profit from Crow. I even shared this to my community, and those that hopped on it, even as at now that we've not even hit our target of about 5 to 8x, people have still made a lot of profit from it. Crow now, the reason why Crow's maximum supply is too much, but then Crow is still making it because I can't remember correctly, there is this airline where they were integrated with that they'll start accepting Crow as a payment next year, blah blah blah. So you know that they are talking about Crow. So look at those coins that are, people are actively talking about them, they have a good community and here and there. Then the other 15%, you now look at high risk. This high risk now, I won't want to call it investment, or let's say short-term investment. And this is because you're expecting your profit in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months or a year. So short-term investment. This is where you put it in high-risk coins. Coins that not necessarily meme coins. You can go into meme coins if you understand meme coins, but meme coins is extremely risky. So you look at altcoins that have some good potential, but then they are also high risk. If you need a detailed video on how to select coins, I've even made a full tutorial video on how to go about that. You can also check the top of your screen. I've pinned that video there. So you see how to analyze any coin of your choice to see if a coin suits you before you buy into it. And that is that about the strategies to investing in coins. That will now bring us to common mistakes that you must avoid when investing in crypto. The first thing here is don't invest what you cannot afford to lose. A lot of people have used this statement, but they've not actually explained what the statement means to you. Let me explain to you. When they say don't invest what you cannot afford to lose, it does not actually mean that you could afford to lose that money. But what they are basically saying is don't invest money that you know that you have to use to eat next month. Let's say you know that I don't have food stuff in the house. I have 100k. This 100k, I'm supposed to use it to purchase food stuff, and this food stuff is supposed to take me the next 2 or 3 months. But because I now see this coin and I saw that it's a good potential, maybe I saw it from one of my dodo or even from my own research, I now take that 100k and put it inside. That is investing what I cannot afford to lose, and it's wrong. So when you're investing, invest money that you know that okay, not that you really can afford to lose this money, but it is not something that is going to send you or your generation to the village, or something that you need in the very short term. So when you're investing, always invest monies from the extras. Or let's say you're receiving salary now, always make sure it's money that you're just taking out to just say, okay, let me put it here. So that is one of the mistakes that you have to avoid. I did this at the early stage of my crypto life and I paid dearly for it. Another thing you need to know again is don't panic sell. Don't panic sell. I don't know how I can stress this a lot. A lot of people love panic selling. This is even part of why I don't like telling people go and buy Zozo coin, because when you buy this coin and then you see your coin already going like -5%, -10%, people start panicking. They come to your DM, they insult, they this and that. But when you understand that crypto market is all about volatility, the crypto market is volatile. So don't panic sell. And that is why I even tell you to understand the difference between trading and investing. If you're investing, you're looking towards the long term. So any short thing that the market is doing right now is none of your business. It is not when you invest 100k in a coin and then you see your coin, you see your coin at 90k or even 50k, because it happens, or even 30k, you now go and panic sell. No. In fact, if your coin goes down to at 30k when you invested 100k, there is no need selling again. It's a win or lose situation. It's either you get wrecked or you get profit. So don't always panic sell. I made a lot of mistakes in this. I have invested in coins whereby I saw that the coin was going down. Out of fear, I moved my money. And after I remove my money now, you now watch again. Small time, the coin is already going up again. Out of, regret all this thing, you put back your money. When you put back your money again, you now see that it start dumping. You just notice that you're going in circles. At the end of the day, you've lost your money. So here is the thing. After doing all of your researches and putting in the money, don't panic sell. In fact, don't even watch what the market is doing. One thing again is avoid people or avoid all these TikTok trends that tell you put your coin in this, you're going to get. In fact, in the early stages when I was investing in crypto, then as at around I think 2021 or this, when this smart contract was very common, where you hear forces Tron, forces raise, they'll tell you put Tron into this, deposit Tron into this site, you're going to get amount of this and this and that. That is not investment. That is pure Ponzi scheme in crypto. Avoid such platforms. Avoid also putting all your coins or putting all your money in meme coins. Meme coin is highly volatile. In fact, when they're talking about volatility in the crypto market, crypto they learn volatility for where meme coins dey. So if you're not someone that you know how to do meme coin trading, or you learn it, or you know how to degen all of those stuff, avoid meme coins. Another thing again is avoid putting all your portfolio in one wallet, because a single hack can wreck you. And that is basically all there is to it as regarding to today's video on investing in crypto. So if you have learned something so far from this video, drop a lesson that you learned in the comment section of this video. If you have an addition, for those of you that are experts in this space, drop them in the comment section. If you have a question, drop it also. I'm there to view all of your questions. And just like I've said, if you want to learn Web3, you want to know what Web3 is all about and blah, 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 you can send me a DM on WhatsApp. Just go to the link tree that's going to be in the description box of this video. You are going to see a link there to my WhatsApp. Once you tap on it, in fact, there's already a message that is auto-generated that is going to direct you into my DM so you register for the class. And just to point out, most of airdrop updates that I do drop, I drop them on my X channel even before making videos on them on YouTube. So make sure that you're following me on X. Search for Tonio's Tech, this profile that you're seeing on your screen here. Search for it on X. Follow me there and stay tuned.